Welcome to the Mother Continent, where we explore the untold stories and hidden truths of Africa. Today, we re-diving into a topic that is as controversial as it is eye-opening. The world is nothing without Africa. Now, let's take a moment to consider the vast richness of Africa. This continent is not just a landmass. It's a treasure trove of resources, culture, and history. From the lush rainforests of the Congo to the mineral-rich soils of South Africa, Africa is brimming with natural wealth. It's home to 30% of the world's mineral reserves, 8% of the world's natural gas, and 12% of the world's oil reserves. But that's just scratching the surface. When we look at other continents, it's striking how much they lack in comparison. Europe, for instance, has depleted much of its natural resources over centuries of industrialization. North America, while resource-rich in some areas, can't match the sheer diversity and abundance found in Africa. Asia, despite its economic powerhouses, still relies heavily on African resources for its manufacturing industries. But here's the kicker. Everything starts in Africa. And I mean everything. Human civilization, it began in Africa. The first tools, made in Africa. The oldest known mathematical object, you guessed it, found in Africa. This continent isn't just rich in resources. It's the cradle of human innovation and progress. So why do other continents depend on Africa and exploit it? Simple. They need what Africa has. Take the tech industry, for example. Your smartphone? It wouldn't exist without coltan from the Congo. Electric cars? They need cobalt. And guess where 60% of the world's cobalt comes from? That's right, Africa. Let's talk about the most powerful countries in the world. The United States, China, Russia, they all have their fingers in the African pie. Why? Because their economies, their military might, their technological advancements, they all hinge on African resources. Without African oil, rare earth minerals, and agricultural products, these superpowers would be shadows of their current selves. But here's the dark side of this dependency. These powerful countries have trapped Africa into giving them their resources through unfair trade deals, predatory loans, and sometimes even military intervention. They've created a system where Africa's wealth flows outward instead of benefiting its own people. It's a modern form of colonialism, dressed up in the language of development and partnership. And how do these countries maintain their power? By making themselves look better than Africa, while they just depend on it. They paint a picture of Africa as a continent in need of saving, all while siphoning off its wealth. They talk about aid and development assistance. But the reality is that more money flows out of Africa to the developed world than comes in through aid, investment, and remittances combined. But here's the thing. Africa is bouncing back. Across the continent, there's a growing awareness of Africa's true value and potential. Young entrepreneurs are creating tech hubs in Lagos and Nairobi. Pan-African initiatives are pushing for fairer trade deals and more control over natural resources. African scientists are making groundbreaking discoveries in fields from medicine to renewable energy. Countries like Rwanda and Botswana are showing that good governance and smart economic policies can transform nations. The African Continental Free Trade Area is set to create the world's largest free trade zone. It's potentially revolutionizing intra-African trade and boosting economies across the continent. Moreover, Africa's cultural influence is spreading globally. African music, fashion, and art are no longer niche interests, but mainstream phenomena. Afrobeats is topping charts worldwide. African designers are gracing international runways, and African films are winning awards at prestigious festivals. The world is starting to realize what we've known all along. Africa isn't just a source of raw materials. It's a powerhouse of creativity, innovation, and resilience. It's the continent that gave birth to humanity and continues to shape the future of our species. So, the next time someone tries to downplay Africa's importance, remember this. Without Africa, the world as we know it wouldn't exist. It's not just because of its resources, but because of its people, its cultures, its innovations that have shaped human history from the very beginning. The truth is, the world needs Africa far more than Africa needs the world. And as Africa continues to rise, reclaiming its rightful place on the global stage, the balance of power is shifting. The future isn't just bright for Africa, it's bright because of Africa. As we wrap up this exploration of Africa's true value, let's remember that every resource extracted, every innovation born, and every cultural trend that spreads from this continent is a testament to its enduring power and potential. The world isn't just nothing without Africa. It owes everything to Africa. Thank you for joining us on the Mother Continent. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep celebrating the incredible richness and diversity of Africa. Because when Africa thrives, the whole world thrives with it.